He just clips Tallis Magno in the back of the heel. It's a penalty kick, you have to give it.
Comes in here, he gets his ball, tackles there.
Oof. Oh dear.
Welcome to Instant Replay for MLS Week 5. As always, we're presented by Cheez-It. As always, we will break down the most controversial calls in Major League Soccer in our own cheesy way. I'm Andrew Wiebe with Charlie Davies. 2 words.
Let's go.
Let's go to Portland, Charlie. And there was a dust-up, one might say, right before halftime between Pablo Bonilla and Ryan Raveloson. Here it is. You see Raveloson. Is that like, I don't know, is that a massage? Is that what he's doing there on the shoulders? Well, Pablo Bonilla does not like it and shoves him, pushes him, might even do more than that to get Raveloson away from him. Nima Sagafi, the referee, sees it. You can see right here, he has a great angle on what happens and immediately goes back pocket. Red card. Twitter went into overdrive, Charlie. Stu Holden was texting us. He was like, that is soft. That's never a red card. Make sure that's on Instant Replay, and here it is. What's your opinion?
In my opinion, this is not a red card. At first glance, I thought he punched Ryan Raveloson in the chest. But that was not the case. On the replay, you see that he pushed him. Now, Raveloson is trying to get in his head. You can see that he's in his face after the whistle, which results in Bonilla turning around and full-on shoving him to the chest. Yes, I do think that's a yellow card offense, but nothing more than that.
I agree with you. I think it's a yellow card for the reasons you said. It's not a punch. It has force, but I don't think it's excessive. I don't think he touches neck or face. Had he touched neck or face, automatic red card because it just has to be non-negligible force. Here's the thing, though. Look at it from the angle where Nima Sagafi is watching from. You can see that left arm of Bonilla. It looks kind of like it cocks back, and it definitely has some force as it goes into Raveloson's chest. I can understand why Sagafi got caught in that sense, but I would have liked to see this reviewed. I think on review, Sagafi might have said, oh, okay, let's take that back. Yellow card it is. As it stands, though, Timber's down to 10 men. Late in this game, they're trailing 3-1, couple Chicharito goals. And here's Depew coming in, arm raised, the ball hits him in the arm, freeze frame right here. That's about elbow and certainly bicep/tricep. And by the definition from IFAB, that's an arm. It is raised. For me, it is out of a natural position. To me, this should have been a handball. It was not called on the field and not reviewed. But in my opinion, that should have been a PK.
Couldn't agree more with you. Wiebe, his bottom arm is supporting his body, but the outstretched hand that the ball makes contact with is away from his body. That should be a handball by definition of the rule.
Toronto FC, New York City FC, 8th minute. Tallis Magno played in behind, and looks like there's a clip there. He goes down. Referee Drew Fisher sees that clip. He points to the penalty spot. PK. But VAR Caroline Chenard gets in Fisher's ear, calls him over to the board. Fisher watches the replay and waves off the penalty kick. Charlie, we've got the angles. What do you see on the angles?
I see that Kosi Thompson clearly made contact with Tallis Magno in the box, causing him to go down. As I see it, that is a clear penalty. I don't agree with this call.
And neither did the professional referee organization, which acknowledged afterwards that it was, quote, a significant officiating error. So, what happened here? Here is the full statement from Pro. We're going to highlight the important parts for you here because the process was the issue. Quote, the selection of camera angles examined did not reveal foul contact from Toronto FC's Kosi Thompson on New York City striker Tallis Magno. While an available camera angle did reveal that foul contact, it's the one you and I see, Charlie. That's why we're saying clear PK. That alternative camera angle was not examined by the VAR, nor was it made available to the referee on the pitch side monitor. Thus, the mistake. Got to have the right angle to make the right call. Unfortunately, they didn't in this situation. Okay, Colorado RSL, Rocky Mountain Cup time. Justin MERAM is pretty slippery, Charlie. He's hard to track down when he's on the ball and on the move. Well, Keegan Rosenberry tracked him down with his foot, but wait, that contact is there. We both see it, but Justin MERAM delayed that fall, Charlie. What do you think? Referee Ted Uncle pointed to the spot. It stayed a PK. RSL scored it and drew 1-1. Should that have been a PK?
Once the referee blew the whistle for a penalty, I think it was very hard for them to overturn with VAR because there was contact. Now, was that contact enough to bring down Justin MERAM? I think absolutely not. But like a clever forward, a clever attacker in this position, he realized he would not get to the ball and went down. You're taught to do that from a very young age. He did it well, and he earned the penalty.
But you see that delay. We all see the delay. He lets that right foot go. There are certain people, Charlie, perhaps in this comment section, that would call that a DIVE.
Huh?
All right, let's knock a play off in Chester. An orange card to be specific. 19th minute, Jose Martinez going into this tackle. And, ouch, Charlie. Referee Timothy Ford said that's a yellow card. There was no check for red, but boy, oh boy, that is close. If not, the whole cigar.
If not the whole cigar, for me, this is a red cards challenge because he leaves his feet, he lunges, the left leg is straight, there's excessive force, the right leg comes in, and editor Phil freeze frame it right there. That endangered the safety of the player, and for me, that should have been a red card.
Okay, rapid fire penalty kick time. First up, Cincinnati Montreal, 59th minute, Rudy Camacho. Alvis Powell called a PK by Torrey Pinto on the field. And yes, folks, that is a clear PK. Camacho doesn't like it, but you left your leg back there and tangled it up in Powell's legs. Clear as day. How about this one? 50th minute, San Jose Austin, Charlie. Is this soft on Jackson Ewell, or do you think, yeah, clear PK?
Clear PK because you see Jackson Ewell's left arm grabbing the jersey. Once you see evidence of a jersey being grabbed and bringing you down, you are always going to get the penalty.
He's off balance. He's grabbing jersey. He has the little hip bump. That's a PK, and it's clearly a penalty in the 69th minute. Nick Lima at the back post. Osini Buda's going to get this. He might score, but not if you dive into him and wrap around with your left arm. Well done to the referee crew. Alex Chilowitz, the referee, and the VAR Kevin Terry Jr. to spot this one and confirm it. How about this coming together, Charlie? Columbus, Nashville. Alex MUYL, 40th minute. He kind of steps in front of Pedro Santos. There's a little bit of hockey check here. No penalty called by referee Rubiel Vasquez. What do you think?
I think Alex MUYL did a fantastic job as a defender to put his body in that space, and Santos crashed into him. It was smart defending, and it's not a penalty.
All right, Revs, Red Bulls. Couple calls here. The first one we'll take a look at. 56th minute. Is this a handball on Tommy Mack? That's the question. Referee Victor Rivas saw it. VAR Edwin Jurasevich checked it, and they said no penalty kick. But when I see that angle from behind the goal, and I see Tommy Mack take his hands from, let's just say, protecting some fragile parts, and then out and almost cradling, catching this ball, I think that's a clear and obvious error. I think that's a penalty kick, and let me tell you why. It's that movement, Charlie, from arms tucked to arms out toward the ball outside his body, in particular the left arm that hits. To me, that's a handball, and it's a penalty. Now, what do you think about these second yellows? First up, Frankie Amaya, 73rd minute. Yellow or ball don't lie, as Frankie tweeted?
It's a yellow. One, if you're on a yellow card, you cannot be making these challenges in midfield to put your team at jeopardy. It's very close. He almost gets the ball, but it is a yellow card.
And how about Adam Buxa, 94th minute? The little kick out, Charlie. He got caught. You can't do that.
He was frustrated from the clear arm to the face. He lashes out and kicks him. It's a yellow card all day, and unfortunately, that's his second he's sent off.
And we finish with one for you Eagle Eye folks out there. Columbus, Nashville again, 33rd minute. Hani Mukhtar, what a shot. What a recovery by Eloy Room. But did that ball cross the line, Charlie? Look closely. What do you think?
You and I both know. Not even close from some of the angles we've had in the past.
Can't trick us. That's it for Charlie and I. That's it for Instant Replay for Week 5. Use the hashtag to get at us on Twitter. You can see our handles right there below. For Rich Hernandez and Phil Levanco, we'll see you next time.